From Los Angeles to a worldwide audience, this is Boaz Power TV, where we take your life to the next level. Now, internationally known speaker and author, here's Boaz.
Hi, welcome to the Power Show. You are part of the Power Nation, and I'm so glad you're here. Because here we help you to improve your attitude, your relationships, your finances, and your career. This is episode number 201, Boaz Power TV, and it's called Putting a Bar Mitzvah on Ice. When I was growing up in Israel, we never went to synagogue. However, my parents raised me with a very strong faith and a wonderful pride in my religion and in my heritage. We immigrated to the United States when I was 9 years old in 1956. My family settled in Oklahoma because the uncle who sponsored us to become citizens had moved from New York to Oklahoma. And during the next few years, my family started to attend Temple Israel in Tulsa, and as I neared my 13th birthday, it was decided that I would have a bar mitzvah. This ancient Jewish ritual is actually a beautiful way to celebrate the transition between childhood and becoming an adult. The boys go through a bar mitzvah and the girls go through a bat mitzvah. Those of you who've heard me speak would be aghast if you heard the audio recording my parents made of my actual bar mitzvah. The deep voice some people comment on now was nowhere in sight back then. If you were listening to that recording, I would probably warn you not to hold a crystal glass nearby. That tinny high-pitched voice was me at 13. Hello, welcome to my bar mitzvah. Well, at a recent speaking engagement in Montreal, one of the company presidents who was in the attendant audience mentioned something he did in honor of his son's recent bar mitzvah. It was a marvelous story that depicts the ageless Jewish tradition of creating a mitzvah or a blessing. Peter Weinberg, obviously a very proud father, told me about his son Justin, whose bar mitzvah was approaching a few months at that time. However, before I get to their story, a little background information for you. Ever since my youth in Israel, I cannot recall ever hearing about ice hockey in that country, in Israel. I may think of soccer and track and field events when it comes to Israel, but not hockey. Well, as Peter pointed out to me, there is definitely ice hockey in Israel, and he wasn't just skating on thin ice. After a dismal performance in 2004, the Israeli senior men's hockey team won gold, which is Zahav in Hebrew, at the Division II Group B International Ice Hockey Federation World Championship Tournament in Belgrade in 2005. That, according to the Jewish Tribune in Montreal, has to rank as one of the greatest triumphs in the history of international ice hockey competition. That kind of achievement for a team that didn't have much financial backing is noteworthy and merits encouragement. That's where Peter and his son's bar mitzvah take to the ice. In honor of his son's bar mitzvah, along with all of the Jewish bar mitzvah hockey players in Montreal, Peter created the first annual Montreal Bar Mitzvah Hockey Tournament. I never heard of such a thing. Wonderful. This combined the family's passion for hockey with the celebration of the bar mitzvahs taking place that year in the Montreal area. The annual charitable event was created to raise money for Israel's ice hockey. It is interesting to note that World Israeli Ice Hockey is actually operated out of Montreal, the Friends of Israeli Hockey organization. The funds from Peter's event would help needy Israeli hockey players to rent ice time, purchase equipment, and transport them to and from ice centers where they practice in northern Israel. The tournament, held during the Labor Day weekend, was divided into three categories: pre-bar mitzvahs, and bar mitzvah dads. Ice time was donated at a local Montreal arena, and a big celebration dance was scheduled for the evening of the last day of the event. All friends and relatives of the hockey players were invited to the dance to celebrate their bar mitzvahs, along with anyone else in Montreal who wanted to party with the participants. As Peter relates, the hockey tournament was open to bar mitzvah boys, bar mitzvah girls, and non-Jewish children as well. The event was a big success and it accomplished Peter's vision. It brought the community together in a unique and spiritual way. They had a common purpose and goal to raise money for Israel hockey. To have an opportunity to share his happiness together with everyone else who participated and to have fun. The tournament accomplished all of its goals. Some 150 athletes participated and teams were named after cities in Israel. The registration fee was $54 and each participant had to raise another minimum matching $54 in donations. Raffles and a silent auction also helped raise funds during the two-day event. The tournament raised a total of $15,000 in Canadian dollars for Israeli hockey. Peter is already making plans for the second annual hockey tournament. He hopes to bring in teams from Toronto and eventually from all over Canada and the United States. So, if you're connected with a hockey team that may want to participate, let me know and I'll connect you with Peter. It is truly amazing to me what people can do when they set their minds on something. Peter got enthused about an idea and ended up giving his son a bar mitzvah gift he will remember forever. When it comes to doing great things, to doing more than the average person is doing, to creating something magical, are you and I skating on thin ice? Let's find a new arena and get excited about fielding a championship idea. You too can find Zahav, Hebrew for gold. I see you as a champion. So here's the affirmation for this edition of Boaz Power TV. It's a golden affirmation. You may want to write it down. I believe it could be beneficial. I go for the gold by taking steps on exciting and bold ideas. I am a champion. I go for the gold by taking steps on exciting and bold ideas. I am a champion. Thank you for joining me. Here's another idea. If you like these messages and many people around the world find them highly beneficial, please do me a favor and ask 5 of your friends to skate over to my website, boazpower.com, and they can subscribe to the free weekly broadcast of Boaz Power TV, and perhaps we can help them also create a golden affirmation. You are special, you are unique, you are destined for greatness, and as the affirmation said, I see it in you. You are a champion. Have a powerful day.
This has been Boaz Power TV. To comment, see other episodes, or to subscribe to this free broadcast, go to our blog at boazpower.com. That's boazpower.com. We're here to take your life to the next level.